So what do you think are the critical competencies for leaders in the 21st century?
Haven't really made a list, but I would say it's important to know a couple of things really well. Find have the ability of people who will complement you,
Mm-hmm.
will bring the skills that you don't have. You know, being adaptable, I think is really important, and having the ability to make connections with things that may not be the obvious ones to connect with. So, for example,
Yeah.
for us, it's not obvious that engineering should connect with the artist.
Right.
But I think that that's even more of a reason to draw that connection.
To explore it. So if we bring in those new competencies, what impact do you think that will have on organizational cultures?
I think that people now, they are much more, I mean, sometimes I say that if you want to see the future, you should look at the people who are currently at the leading institutes,
Mm-hmm.
the leading universities.
Yeah.
They are much more comfortable dealing with ambiguity than some of the older
Mm-hmm.
generation, mostly because you start looking at how many things people could study and specialize in the past. The number of careers that people were able to pursue 30 years ago was much less than now. Okay?
Right.
So you have this paradox. In reality, there is no competitive advantage for people to develop this kind of sense of connectedness with other
Mhm.
things. Is the more you specialize, the more able you'll be able to survive, because there are many niches and occupations now that they didn't exist 20 or 30 years ago. We outsource a lot of things now that we did not use to outsource before.
Right. And we disaggregate a lot of
Yeah.
duties that we did before as well.
25 years ago,
Right.
no one will send their pets or dogs to be trained by someone else, or your
Uh-huh.
kids to etiquette classes, and like that. A whole bunch of services now they didn't use to exist.
Mhm.
At the same time, that's at the level of minutia. There are many more branches and stuff. But I completely believe that the future belongs to people who are really able to traverse big domains effortlessly. And what we do when we train people, if you look back to your days in the university, is we train people who at the end of the day, I think operate in big domains. One domain, let's call it the creation domain.
Right.
Okay? Artists, Google, Apple, lots of people operate in that domain.
Mhm.
The other is the knowledge domain. I would say most people in universities operate in the knowledge domain.
Mhm.
And then there is the organization. It's probably the kind of job that you're doing, is working that domain. It's very hard to produce really top people who operate at high levels in one of those domains. Creation, knowledge, organization.
Mhm.
It's really hard to produce people who are good in two of those. And the number of people who are good in two and they have more than a passive knowledge on how the third operates is extremely rare. But if you want to produce people who are really going to make a difference in the future, I think it's from where I stand now, I think we want to produce those kinds of people. people,
Yeah.
people who can traverse the different domains.